Hi, this is Emily from Come Play With Me.
And I'm Wendy from Come Play With E.
Today we are playing Twin Stars
By Jason Tagmeyer and Mike Mullins. It is published by
Button Shy Games.
Button Shy Games. In Twin Stars, you take on the role of two alien creatures most of the time, and you are placed in a scenario. And in the game, it comes with 6 different scenarios, all placed on cards.
You have to, can I see these for a minute? You have to hunt the bounty, steal the plans, stop the virus, rule the world, and confine the corks.
And also the one we're doing today, which is
Escape the brig.
Escape the brig. And so you take on the role of a character, and there are lots of characters in here. Each scenario also lists on it which character they recommend that you play in this particular game. So today Emily will be playing Inzel May and Strelsior. Okay, and there's a lot of symbols and stuff on there, but Emily will get into that later on how that actually works. Now I do want to point out that when we get to the playthrough video, we do have the deluxe version. The standard version is 18 cards in this little plastic wallet. We got the deluxe version, which is also 18 cards, but we also got this cute little pouch and a bunch of tokens. I don't know if you guys can see if you can see that.
And Series 2.
A bunch of tokens, and also some dice to use. You get 2 big dice and 2 little dice. So if you just buy the standard version, you'll have to provide your own dice and tokens for the game.
So, and there will be, and when we move on to playing games, you will see a bunch of chips, and those chips will not come with the games.
Right, those are the tokens. Okay, anything else you want to say? You want to just bring it to the table and show them how to play?
Yeah, okay.
All right, Emily is now going to take you to the table and show you how to play. So we're at the table.
Yeah? Would you like to explain it, Wendy?
Sure. Sure, Emily. So we have our 2 characters set up, and as I mentioned, we have Inzel May and we have Strelsior. We also have our first scenario set up, which is Escape the Brig, and I will take a minute to read you the story. So on the back it says, the guards toss you into the dark cell and you hear the bolt clank into place. Your cries of "Come back!" are answered only with laughter and heavy footfalls receding down the long corridor. As your eyes slowly adjust to the darkness, you realize you are not alone. We have to escape, the prisoner says. Now. So if you do not buy the deluxe version, you'll need 4 to 6 coins and tokens. 1 to 3 of them will be your energy, 1 will be your location, 1 will be the guard, and 1 will be placed over the pick at the start of the game. We'll get into all of that. On the back it says, the 2 of you are locked up together and need to break free. You can dig a tunnel, but you need to watch out for the guard. There's also a pick you can use to assist you in your escape, but you need to be careful. You must escape to win. If the guard reaches the tunnel, you lose. All right, so we've got our guard set up over here, and he's going to move down the tunnel. And then we have you and your partner here, and they are trying to tunnel out and get to freedom, which is down here. So we are going to try to get our people to freedom and free these 2 wrongfully, I hope, imprisoned people. And we also have this token of a pick here that is going to cover up that spot. So Emily, you want to tell them how you play?
I thought that was your job.
Oh, that's my job. So on your turn, you're going to take these 2 dice and you're going to roll them. Then you're going to need to place the 2 die on either 1 die on each character. So if we want, we can place the 4 on Inzel May, which gets us a star. And we can place the 2 on Strelsior, which gets us an instant thing that says both characters lose a health, and we can -1 to this die. Or we can place the 4 over here, and the 2 over here, which will get the check over here, and another instant over here. So let's tell you why we would decide to do one or the other. If we were to get 2 stars, we could advance our people forward in the tunnel, 1 space, or we could take this pick. If we take this pick, it unlocks another combo. So that's what we're trying to get with our dice and combos. So we'd unlock this combo here, which is a star and a check. So if this pick was taken, you can now earn a star and a check, which would let you advance forward in the tunnel 1 space. But then you have to do a skill check. If you miss your skill check, which we'll get into later, you will lose 2 health, or you have to drop the pick. So that's what happens when you get this. The next combo is 2 stars. And those 2 checks. That lets you advance in the tunnel, 1 space. And you have to do a skill check. If you fail the skill check, you lose a health. Or you can distract this guard and send him back a space if he was moving down the tunnel. Okay? The next combo is 2 exclamation points, like these hazard signs kind of thing. If you roll those are generally not good. That means that the guard is going to move forward and get closer to seeing you. Okay? Anytime you get an instant, you have to do a skill check. And either if you fail, you lose a health, or you alert the guard. So now we talked a bunch about skill checks. Skill checks are done we use these little die, and you roll them, and then you have to place them on one die on each character in these blue spaces here that say skill check. So in this case, I rolled a 5, which would go to him because it's in his blue spot. He's got 3, 4, 5. And then this 1 would go in her space. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we would pass a skill check, and we would not have to lose a heart in some of these scenarios. So before we were talking about how we had a 4 and a 2. And so what happens is if you do not make a combo, which in this case we have not, we then have to choose a die. And that die will then have to tick down. So I would tick down this to a 1. I pick up the other die and I have to re-roll that. And I would get a 6, okay? We have to do that every time. So every time we do not make a combo, we have to tick 1 die down, pick up the 1 we did not tick, and roll that again. Now, when you get to a 1, you cannot tick that die any further. So you have to either choose your other die, or it becomes 2 exclamation points. Okay? It'll make a little more sense as Emily plays through it. So I'm gonna give the dice now to Emily, and she's gonna play through and kind of talk through and show you what she's doing and why.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to roll the die, and I got a 4 and a 6. But sadly, I have not unlocked the combo that will let me do a pick and an exclamation point.
So you got a 4 and a 6.
But yes, I can do 2 checks.
So she has a 4 and a 6, and the 6 on this card gets her a check, and the 6 on the 4 on that card gets her a check. So what does that mean again?
Advance forward in the tunnel and
in the
skill. And advance forward 1 space in the tunnel and skill check. Or distract the guard, send him back 1 space.
Okay, well our guard is already way back here. He doesn't need to be distracted, right?
Yep, so I think I should do a...
Well, you always move yourself forward, right? So you move forward 1 more space in the tunnel, and then you get to do a skill check. Oh, and I did forget to mention, I'm sorry, Emily, I'm gonna cut you off for a second. Over here, we have these little energy tokens. In this scenario, we're allowed to have 3 because we're playing on easy. These tokens can be used anytime to re-roll a die, or each of our characters has a special action. She says you can spend 1 to give a health to either character. He says you can spend 1 to combine both dice, use the sum, and then re-roll the other die, okay?
So explain them why I need to do a skill check.
Because it says advance forward in the tunnel 1 space and do a skill check. So she advanced forward 1 space, so now she must do a skill check to see
but
if
what
one
if
of
I
her...
get the skill check wrong?
If you get the skill check wrong, you're gonna lose a health. So let's see if you get it right. All right, what'd you get? You get a 5 and a 1. Let's check if it fits into these blue boxes on each character.
5 for him, 1 for her.
Were you
I passed the
successful?
skill check. Yes.
You were successful. So you do not have to lose a health.
I'm going to take these 2 die and roll.
Okay, what'd you get?
I got a 6 and a 3.
All right.
We'll go ahead and see. So we're gonna put the 3 here.
Which is a?
Exclamation point.
Okay.
And the 6 here.
Which gives you?
A check. We're gonna tick the 6 up and re-roll this one. And it's another 6.
Okay, but wait. There's a spot there that says effect. Now there are some cards that say instant and some that say effect. Instant means you can choose to do that. Effect means you have to do it.
If rolled on a reroll, get an exclamation point. Yes, but it still works as a check, right?
Yes, so you have a check and an exclamation point, but
No,
you have 2 checks.
Yes. So we advance forward in this tunnel and do another skill check. Which I got a 6 and a 2. That will not fit into my character slots.
So someone's gonna take a hit.
A health.
All right.
So now,
because she got a combo, she picks up both die and re-rolls again.
I got a 6 and a 3. The 3 will go here, the 6 will go here. I'll take it up and we'll roll this one. And now I got the same combo as last time.
All right. So you're gonna advance in the tunnel and you need to do a skill check, right? And this time,
They do not.
you failed again. All right, so ouch. This time, who's gonna take the hit? Excelsior is gonna get hurt again, poor guy. Maybe he tripped on a rock down the tunnel or something. Took a little hurt, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so because she got a combo, she gets to pick up both dice and roll them again.
I got a 3 and a 4. We'll use the 4 over here and we'll use the 3 right here. We'll take, or sorry. Wait, I think this was a 2.
No, it was a 3 and a 4.
We'll tick this up, down, I mean, and 6. Yes. We'll take that.
I would take this one, so you got to check at least, right?
Yes, she's correct.
Oops. So she'll take that to a 5 and she'll re-roll the other one. Oh, off camera. That was a 5. And she has an instant that she can choose to do. And what does that instant say?
Reroll. If you roll a 5 if you roll 5, -3 to this die.
Okay, so it'll let her re-roll that die if she wants. But if she gets a -5, it'll be -3, and then she'll get the 2, right? So you want to go ahead and re-roll it?
No, I think I'll move this to a 4.
Okay.
And then, I got 2 checks.
Okay, so we move down the tunnel again. And you're going to do a skill check.
One more space and I escape.
Go ahead and do your skill check.
They do not fit into my character slots.
Again. Wow. Your skill checks are terrible.
This time it's Izel's turn.
Inzel May is going to take an attack that time, but she's only 1 spot away from escaping. So, again, she rolled the combo, so she gets that back. Don't forget, you can always do re-rolls, right?
I got a 3 and a 1. Instant, use another character's instant. No, we would not like to do that. We will take this down to a 2. Well, this one it becomes a 5. We'll take this down to a 4. And this will become...
Oh, rolled off camera, but you can see it's a 6, so...
I win!
All right, well, you still have to do your skill check because you could kill somebody.
Oh, I couldn't.
No, you couldn't, but still do your skill check just to make sure. 2 and a 4, you got it. All right, so our people have escaped the break. Emily helped them escape. So that's how you play through. This is the first scenario. They do get a little bit harder as you go further in, right? We're going to bring it back up to look at Emmy's cute face, and she'll tell you what she thinks about the game. Hang on just a second. All right, so Emily played through, and she was successful. So Emily, tell everybody what you think.
I love the game
Tell me why.
because it is really fun. You get to escape people, and it's just fun.
And are all the scenarios this way where you're trying to escape through something?
No.
No, they're all different?
Mm-hmm.
She's right. So the second one where you're trying to rule the world, you're trying to,
That's not the second one.
I'm sorry.
It's
Confine the quarks. Yeah, confine the quarks is the second one. You're trying to collect 5 quarks before you run out of funding. And Stop the Virus, which I've been playing recently. That's the one I'm stuck on right now.
I've been playing number 2 and I'm stuck on number 2.
I've been stuck on number 4. This one you're trying to save a patient and confine and stop that virus from going. Rule the World.
Which is kind of funny right now.
It is kind of funny, isn't it? And then there's also Rule the World, Hunt the Bounty, and Steal the Plans. And the cool thing is they also put out a second group of scenarios and new characters also in Twin Stars 2, which we also have. So this has been a pretty good video. So do you recommend it? Do you give it a thumbs up?
Yes, I give it 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. So you think everyone should go out and get it?
What about you?
I love this game. This was originally my game, and it became one of those things that Emily watched me play and decided she needed to have it for herself. So Button Shy, it's only 18 cards. It's got a very small footprint, as you see. I think it's only $12 on their website, and I'm sorry if that's wrong. I think it's only $12 on their website for the basic game, and I think it was only $20 to get it with the chips and the cute little pouch that it came with and the dice and everything. So I will put a link down in the description below. If you liked what you saw, please feel free to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. And if there's a game that you want to see us play, that you have a suggestion, we'll check and see if we have it in our library, and we'll see if maybe Emmy can teach you how to play it. Until next time, what do you want to say?